Ooh, do I have a treat for you? Where is everybody? Of course, the screaming has stopped. Oh, but it might start up again at any minute. Hello, everyone. You got something to show you. My new best friend. That's Porky. I named him after Porky Pig. Cause he's got a Porky Pig snout face, doesn't he? Hi, Fred. Hi, Jim. Yeah, let's talk about breakfast. I just completed a 36, now 37-hour fast. I am fasting. Porky here. I don't know what's up with him, but he's big. Hi, Lappy. Did you expect that you'd see a big gator in the morning? Hi, Fahanda. Good morning, everybody. So this is my friend Porky. Isn't he cute? Like Porky. Doesn't he have like a Porky Pig snout? He's like, why is everybody always picking on me? It's kind of submerging. Don't submerge, Porky. I'm sorry. I can give you another name. Good morning, Gretchen. Good morning, Sister Maureen. It's a beautiful day in the swamp, and we've got Porky here to let us know that there's gators in the Lake Okeechobee. Big ones too. Porky here is huge. He is huge. I mean, his head is like the size of like the head of a horse. What did say you, Porky? You gonna talk to us? He's big, big, big gator. But he's not the only one, for sure not. So right before I was filming, and good morning, everybody from Lake Okeechobee. Right before I was filming, there was this god-awful screaming noise that I don't know. I'm thinking it was a mating noise. I could be wrong, but there are gators everywhere. And can tell because they're like lines in the water. Lake Okeechobee is home to thousands, tens of thousands of gators. Look at this guy, man. He's brave. I'm suspecting gators over there because of those lines. Over there, something's glinting in the sun. Over there. Oh, look at this guy. Oops, sorry. There we go. Isn't that a glorious sight? Snaggletooth's a good name too, Jim. Good morning, Agnaldo. Hi, Alex. Hi, Kat. Marky Mark's in the house. Oh, did you see? So that bird just went diving. Those birds can swim and fly. You got the book. Woo woo. Yay. Everybody who buys a book this month gets a peacock feather. And Lappy can attest to that. By the way, I raised those peacocks myself with my own hands. They live on a farm up north in North Florida. So I still see them from time to time. I haven't been up there in a while, but gotta make a point of it. Yeah, I'm not gonna hunt the alligators, Richard. I really just want to show you the alligators as they live in the wild because everybody gets desensitized seeing shows about alligators and people petting them and playing with them like they're their friends, and I get it, they're rescue gators and they're not in the wild, but I want you to see alligators really in the wild, living living under a bridge like like a troll. Trolling Lake Okeechobee like it's his job, because it is. He's a gator. That's what he does. Yay, Marky Mark, you got your books. The bird is missing. Yeah, it could be, could be. I'm not a peacock plucker, by the way, Paul. Peacocks, you may not realize, lose their feathers every season. I think twice a year they lose their feathers. You don't pull them out. They come out on their own, and then you run around looking for feathers, and it's like an Easter egg hunt, but even more beautiful. Yes, alligators do look fake. Yeah, this one. Okay, we've renamed you Snaggletooth, by the way. I'm not gonna call you Porky anymore, so you don't have to be mad. Be happy your name is Snaggletooth, because you do have a snaggletooth. I mean, for reals, Buddy, you do got a snaggletooth. I think they're so cute. I call them swamp puppies. I know, it's crazy. Who thinks alligators are cute? Jill does. Can you guys hear and see me okay? Fajanda's Lake House is 1,500 feet from the water's edge on Lake Santa Fe, and I've had them crawl over the fence to hang out in my yard. That's right. People don't realize that alligators, they can crawl fences. They can climb fences. They're good at it, and they seem to like the challenge. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with. Oh, there's something out there swimming. What's that? A gator or a big ass snake? Holy guacamole. Wait, it's hard for me to see. Do you see what I see? There it is. What is that? The heck is that? I think that's a big ass snake. Yeah, a closed gate and a fence. Yeah, for nothing. You can lock your fence and people can't get in, but the gators can. They got the keys. What do you guys think? Is that a big snake? That is crazy. Yeah, really big snake. Like scary big. Like I wouldn't get in this water if you paid me. I wouldn't do a lot of things if you paid me. Can't imagine what that thing is. It's very shiny. I'm zoomed in as much as I can be, Paul. But yeah, so it is gator mating season, and I'm surprised we only see Snaggletooth. He seems to be alone with no mate or any friends or anything. And I have seen gators. They are pretty social creatures. They do like to hang out with each other. I've seen them do it. Yeah, that was a dinosaur. That did look like Nessie. One of you are always asking about Nessie, and I'm like, "Not here, but maybe here." There's a lot of stuff in this water that you would be probably shocked to see. It's a very interesting place, the Lake Okeechobee. Yes, welcome everybody. Welcome to the beach report, where you never really know what you'll see. There any gators over there?
Hi.
You looking at gators?
No, they're just birds.
Mm,
Yeah.
oh,
There was a gator, you know.
I saw the big one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are all the gators? Things, places full of gators.
Yeah, they go only gazillions.
Yeah, like serious tens of thousands.
Yeah, you don't see very.
And all we see is that big one over there, and that's a big one, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true.
Did you see the osprey nest in the big pool there?
No, I
Yeah.
didn't.
We see them every year in the spring
Oh, yeah.
at the very top there.
Aw.
They hatch their babies. Sometimes you can see the babies. We'll have to see them.
Aw.
We always look for them because they're there every. I don't know if they're the same ones or
The
what.
bird's in there now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. You want to look?
I can. I'm doing this show, but thank you for offering. I wish I could put your binocular on my camera, but I don't think that'll work.
You live here?
Yes.
Oh, how nice.
Yes.
I live in Stewart, but it's only 45 minutes away.
I love Stewart. Yeah,
Yeah.
but this is a whole different world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice, because it's my.
Yeah. Oh, well, hello, Stewart. Would you like to say hello to my viewers? They're all over the world, actually.
Hello, hello.
Hey, guys, this is Stewart and
Judy.
Judy.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome. What brings, so you come here often to see the
Yeah, we come here. We saw that it was going to be full sun today. The
Mhm.
weather has prevented us from coming out here because it's been overcast.
Yeah.
And nasty. Unusual for the spring.
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah.
Really
It
unusual.
is unusual. A lot of rain.
Yeah, but
It's not as bad on the West Coast, but it's worse on the East Coast, I've
Yeah.
noticed. Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
But you've lived here for a long time or what?
More than 10 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I always wondered what it'd be like to live here.
Well, I didn't live exactly in this area. I lived in Pioneer, which is a little neighborhood, right? The address was Clewiston, but kind of south of the lake.
Uh-huh.
And but I love the whole lake. So
Yeah,
yeah, you can
yeah.
drive around it. It's really a
Yeah.
great place,
So
isn't it?
peaceful.
It's so beautiful.
Beautiful.
You know what's kind of fun is when you come up off the road and you go up over the hump,
Yeah.
and then the lake is out.
Yes, and you get to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a s-
What's your name?
Oh, I'm Jill.
Jill.
Yeah, nice to meet you. This is the beach report. Everybody say hi to these guys.
Hello.
Is on
This is on YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, you can watch it yourselves. This is a live show we do every single day. And we go all through Florida
All
and we
right.
see different aspects of Florida, not
Mhm.
just the beaches, but we do like our sunsets, as you know.
Mhm.
And the great thing about Lake Okeechobee is you can get a beautiful sunrise and a beautiful sunset. It's really in the best of both worlds.
Mhm.
But Stewart is a beautiful area
Yeah,
too.
it's nice.
Yeah, but it's changing.
Yeah,
They're
well,
they're building. I grew up in Fort Lauderdale when it was not like
that's
it is
where I live
now. And
mostly.
but you saw the building in Martin County. They said they were never going to let it get like Fort Lauderdale, but they're building everywhere now. But you can't stop it, I guess.
Well, they can't really touch Jupiter because of all the state parks there, and that's protected land.
Yeah.
So that's nice. And Hope Sound, I don't think they can touch that area either, but I can see where Stewart would be an attractive alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they don't do high rises, but they're limited to, I think, 4 stories. So, they can't do any high rises on the beach or anything like that.
We bought 2 acres in the country about 40 years ago. You can have horses where we live.
Yeah.
But it's unique of any place in Martin County. We appreciate where we
Oh,
live.
do you have like a ranch?
Pardon?
Do you have a ranch?
No, 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 we don't have a ranch or anything, but, you can have,
Do you have horses?
yeah, just horses.
Oh, that's
all you
great.
can have out there. Everybody has 2 acres. So.
Uh-huh.
It's a development. It's a,
Oh,
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah, we were very fortunate. We wanted to build here because we had a business. We came up here for a business, and we looked around. We thought, "Oh, this would be a nice place to live."
Yeah.
So we came up here, but the builder that built our house, he was the one that showed us the area,
Mm-hmm.
and we were the first house on the whole block on the street. But
But you should have known that was a sign.
that was like the park.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And now everyone's there, huh? Now it's the place. I know all my friends from Fort Lauderdale have moved up to Lake Stewart area.
oh, really?
Yeah, that's,
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a thing. You were the first.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I don't know, but we were. It was just a little town. It was just.
yeah, yeah.
It's funny how people talk about. Uh, well, when I was little, I was a small town.
Now it's you.
Right.
It is funny how your perspective changes with your age and with your life lived and
Well, the development is developed from a little village to well, it's still not a big town, but it's a town.
yeah.
You know,
It's not a little village
no.
anymore. You
Well,
don't know everybody anymore.
exactly. When we first moved here, everywhere you went, you knew somebody.
Mhm.
There's 2 entrances to where we live, and when you go out the entrance, on the other side, hundreds of acres of land. That's all. It's always cows grazing there, but right now, we don't know what's going on. There's people there with sod. We don't know.
Dodd Farms?
They're picking up sod. But
We don't know if they sold the land. I hope
It's,
not, but we don't see the cows. And there's
uh-oh.
for months now, there's been these trucks and men out there.
Oh, that's a bad sign,
they're
actually.
picking up sod. That's
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't know.
Do,
But
I
do
don't
you
know
know?
where they go from there.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes me think about the Loxahatchee data center they're planning. You know about that?
No.
Oh Lord. Yeah, they want to do a data center in Loxahatchee, which is very open and you know about the data centers they're
Yeah.
proposing. They use up a
oh,
lot of
I
water.
did hear about that.
Palm Beach County's gonna fight it on Thursday, actually,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna go to court on Thursday, so. Yes, I will be covering that on the beach report. It's very important. Yeah,
Hey, let's walk down so we can look at the bird on the nest and everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's look at birds on the nest. And I have to get my camera out of this hot sun, because boy, today's gonna be a scorcher, which is it's nice because we had a lot of rain. Yes, hi you guys. You never know when I'm gonna peel off and start doing an interview, and these folks were nice enough to let me do that. But it is very interesting living in Florida and watching it get developed, just one parcel of land at a time, as people and Ron DeSantis has been talking about eliminating property taxes. Do you know anything lately about that?
Well, property taxes for home. I guess what they call homesteaders would.
Yeah, homesteader exempt,
Yeah.
yeah, exemptions.
Which I think is a great idea.
Yes, it is. Because we live in a tourism area, and why shouldn't the tourists be paying for the things that they're using even though we are, yeah, yeah, the part-timers, exactly. Florida's a special place.
You're 65 years old, your house is paid for,
Yeah.
but you have to pay the state money to stay on your property.
And we're finding out that our taxes have been going towards fraud. That we're so wealthy that we can afford to leak trillions of dollars and barely notice it. What is that all about?
I know.
It's quite upsetting, isn't it, you guys? Oh, hi, Alex. Thank you. So we are on Lake Okeechobee for those of you just joining the beach report today, doing an impromptu interview with these folks from Stewart, Florida. And we are looking over the lake right now because there's a nest. It's an osprey nest over here.
Are the bird babies in it?
Let's see.
Hope we're not too late this year.
Keep my.
That's the nest.
Can't see any birds in it.
No,
I don't see anything, and you have a better, binoculars than I have on my
They
phone.
fly out and they bring food back for the babies, you know,
Right.
and watching the mother want
Oh, that's fun.
baby too. Here, you can
And Snaggletooth's still hanging out.
no, not right now, they're not there.
Happy birthday, Mike. It's so weird that I don't see any gators except for Snaggletooth. And those of you just coming on now, I'll show you Snaggletooth. He's huge. He's worth it. He's worth it. If there are no other gators than Snaggletooth, then so be it. This is Lake Okeechobee. All these little grass islands are a refuge for all sorts of critters, birds, gators, turtles, fish, bugs, and Snaggletooth. Hey, Snags, we're back. Look, he's a little bit higher in the water. Look, I'm gonna stand in his sun. He's like, get out of my sun. Seriously, what's your problem? Poor Snaggletooth. I'm abusing him. I think this is what they call molesting the gators. No, molestar in Spanish means bother. So they say, no molestar the animals, and that means don't bother them. But yeah, I'm in his son. Yes, he doesn't like it. He's like, no, I'm gonna move my head. I'm gonna get the heck out of Dodge. Too much being on a beach report. Yay, go Gator, go. We love it. We love it. We love you on the beach report. Big, beautiful alligator. So pretty. Thank you to my mods keeping me in the chat safe. I don't even know what was said, but I appreciate you. There, can you see the gator up close and personal? Look at him. I think this is as close as we should ever get to an alligator. And I am very far away. I think his eyes are closed. What do you think? It's hard to tell. He might be touching bottom. I'm really not sure. I don't know. It looks like it's pretty shallow down there, doesn't it? What do you guys think? Is he touching bottom? He's not really hanging, but before he was more submerged than he is now, so I'm not really sure. But aren't they interesting to see? They don't look real. They just don't look real. But he's very real. Very, very real. Look at him, little snaggletooth. Look at his snaggletooth. He's out of situation. Look at his teeth. I mean, I would think that maybe he is a crocodile because of his teeth like that, but he's got the gator face. You guys like blowing little bubbles out of his snaggletooth mouth. You know what? I think those are barnacles on his face, actually. He could probably use a cleaning. Yeah, handbag. Oh. You know, there might be someone looking at you thinking you'd make a nice handbag. That's pretty creepy, isn't it? It's just so wrong. Sorry. Sorry, but I love all the creatures. I love the gators. There's just something about the gators. They're so prehistoric. They're so ancient history, but so real and attainable and right there. It's just so interesting to see them, see the wildlife. And that's what I love about coming to a kind of a secluded place like this. And it is indeed a time when the visitors have pretty much left, so it's pretty quiet here in Florida. Except you can hear the sound of an owl. It's very peaceful. I know you're kidding, Mark. Don't worry. You can do no wrong. Yes, well, if either they pass or someone feeds them and turns them into a nuisance. I mean, there's plenty of alligators. I know they get hunted and they get farmed and they get eaten and their babies get sold, and it's a whole industry, the alligator industry. It's a real thing. I acknowledge the symbiosis between man, critters, nature. We all have to work together, don't we? And in most cases, only the strongest survive. Hi, Mastro. Yes, I am in Florida. I am on Lake Okeechobee, Florida. And I will show you now what Lake Okeechobee is. One of the things it's famous for is big gators everywhere. This is the only one we see, but he is huge, really big. His name is Snaggletooth, by the way. You can see him in the big picture of things. That right there is a great picture. Oh, I love St. Augustine. That was the first city in the country. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mastro, but it's an historic place, St. Augustine. Now, the beach report doesn't always mean just the ocean or the Gulf. It also means lakes, rivers, anywhere there might be a beach, and sometimes there's no beach at all. And it's just you and me, and not the sea. Just listen to that. I think that's an owl. That bird can swim. The weather is perfection today. Absolutely gorgeous. It's very peaceful here. That's why I'm almost whispering. And Snaggletooth is the gator of the day. Laffy says, I saw a video on YouTube where in this housing development, there's a pond in the back with an alligator in it. And the person was using the remote control boat to play with the alligator. Yeah, I've seen that. That's a molestar of the alligator, for sure. Just standing in his shadow is one thing, but actually teasing him with a remote control boat, yeah, I think that's pushing it. Yes, there are fountains of youth. It's not here on Lake Okeechobee, but there are warm springs here, um, that do purport to make you live longer because they're mineral springs. And by the way, you can get your minerals from any body of water, like the Gulf of America or the ocean. Salt water has a lot of minerals in it, and just even going up to your knees is very good for you. Mastro, yes, concurs. The first city in America designed by the Spaniards. Heading to the beach for 88 degrees today. Yeah, the sun is blazing hot, Mastro. The Fountain of Youth is in St. Augustine. We're going to have to check that out on my travels. So keep watching the Beach Report, Mastro, because I will be making my way to that St. Augustine Fountain of Youth in the next month or so, or 2 months, depending. So I did want to thank everybody who purchased copies of my books from my website, jillbooks.com. That makes me feel so good and like I'm actually getting there because I am an independent journalist all on my own, and I have my own publishing company, and I publish myself, and I've published a couple of other people too. So I'm working on more people to publish. But I want to let you guys know that when you support the Beach Report, you are supporting a real, actual person, and not that you're supporting me, but you're supporting my ability to do what I do best, which is take you guys to wonderful places, teach you about amazing things like the environment. And also, after living 60 years, it is not by accident that I am still here and alive. Thank you, Marky Mark. JillBooks.com is where you can get copies of my latest book, which is called Do You Think About Me on My Birthday? And it's about my adoption as a baby. And my first book, which is called Like It Was Yesterday, A Journalist's File Since 9/11, which is about the way 9/11 changed our society. And then a book I published. Oh, look, little girl saw the alligator. Wow. And then a book I published for Joshua Daniel Hayes called Still Standing, which is amazing. So I don't know what this stone is, but this necklace was actually a gift from one of my dog sitting clients, actually cat sitting clients. So it is always nice to be appreciated. Florida is the best state for Honda. I agree. All areas have great attractions and lots of things to do. And I will show you that fact. Oh, I love you, Vicky. I just am so happy to be able to do what I do. And it is because of you guys who have been supporting the Beach Report, some of you for the past more than 10 years. So, oh, you're so, so welcome, Marky. I hope that you like the peacock feathers. Everybody who buys a book this month gets a free peacock feather. And the peacocks come from my own peacocks that I raised myself. So please do support the Beach Report and you will get unexpected, beautiful things. That's what we do, unexpectedly. There we go. Look at this gorgeous day. What will this day be like? I wonder. What will my future be? I wonder. Could be so exciting to be out in the world, to be free. My heart should be wildly rejoicing. Oh, what's the matter with me? I think there's a gator always over there. I've always longed for adventure, to do the things I never dared. Now here I'm facing adventure. And why am I so scared? Is that a gator over there?
Pardon?
Is that
Yeah, yeah.
That one, yeah.
We saw.
Oh, we got a
What's
gator.
your YouTube channel?
The Beach Report with
Beach
Jill.
Report.
Yes, The Beach Report. Thank you for participating on the Beach Report. It was wonderful to meet you guys. We make friends everywhere we go on the Beach Report. That's another thing. Hi, Ashley. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. So we're going to go look at another gator. There's tens of thousands of alligators in this lake. And the fact that I only see two is a little concerning, but we know they're in there. They're just hiding. And there's one now. That's a gator head. It's a far away gator head, but it's a gator head. Oh my gosh, the band last night was amazing. So for those of you who might have missed that show, please go back and watch. We were watching a Billy Joel tribute band, and I can't get the Billy Joel songs out of my head. I am so happy to have spent that time with you guys, reliving the good old days. Billy Joel music is what I grew up on. You know, Billy Joel's music dominated, just dominated the 70s and the 80s. and well into the 90s. And we also kind of watched him live out his life, starting off as piano man in a bar where people are saying, "Man, what are you doing here?" And this something sounds like a carnival as the businessmen slowly get stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. La da 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 da. I think it was Turnstiles. I forget, Fahanda. Sorry. I see so many musical shows and I love them all so much. And I'm looking for ways to connect more with my musicians so they can connect more with you. Would you guys welcome interviews with these musicians? Because, it's one thing for people to be, famous like Billy Joel, right? But you realize that the bulk of musicians are working every single day. The ones who go live at a party or at your local bar or even a small concert venue, or even someone like my dear friend Janetta's Vendetta. She is famous throughout the world and her music is really great, but yet she's at home in Fort Lauderdale. So I see her as my friend, but realize that she is a world-renowned jazz musician. She's a star. Oh, anybody with that name definitely needs to be removed. Bye-bye. Oh, oh, look, Snaggletooth says, "Yum, yum. Thank you so much for throwing me that troll." Look at him. He loved it. It's not often you get to see the actual gators who eat the trolls on the beach report, but there you go. That's what they look like. Oh, thank you, Mark. What's Ashley saying? Clark and Julie, I do have some exciting news for you. Oh, what's the news? Tell us. I'm having my first pregnancy. Oh, glory be to God. I'm so happy for you, Ashley. Yeah. Snaggletooth looks happy, doesn't he? He's like, "Beach Report can come here anytime. Anytime. You feed me trolls. I love you. I love you." It's good stuff, right? Yum, yum. Well, that's wonderful, Ashley. When's your due date? You just want to shout it to the world, don't you? Yeah, he looks hungry. Yeah, any more trolls want to mess with us on the beach report? We got plans for you. Hudson River, no, Lake Okeechobee. Have you ever heard of Lake Okeechobee? Tell me, raise your hands if you have ever heard of Lake Okeechobee. Because it's not the most well-known feature of Florida, and yet it is known as the heart of Florida, which is pretty cool. You tried alligator last year. It's what tastes like chicken, right? You fry anything and it'll taste like chicken. Um, I find it to be a little bit chewy, but when people see me showing people alligators, sometimes they'll be like, "Oh no, be careful." And I'm like, "Well, let's see. How many times has an alligator bit me? Zero. How many times have I bit into alligator? More than once. Not a lot, but I've eaten alligator. So I'm gonna say that alligators maybe don't want to mess with me. Yes, Lake Okeechobee is full of the animals. Oh, your baby's due around Christmas. Oh, what a wonderful Christmas surprise. I hope for your baby's sake they're not born on Christmas. That's hard to share your birthday with a huge holiday, right? Yeah, John says if he season anything well, I'm sure it tastes like chicken. Hi, Two Stroke. How you doing, my friend? How you feeling today? Thank you, Fred. That lake is on a video game I used to play. What? That's weird. Mark had alligator and alligator tail at Sturgis when I was stationed at Ellsworth. After what? After what? Yeah, you don't wanna swim in the lakes in Florida. Mm-mm. Exactly, Fajanda's right. There are some springs that are fed, they have, swimming holes in them. There are no alligators in those, and they're very nice, and I'll take you there again. I've been there before. I've done all the things. For PlayStation, it was a hunting game. Oh, yeah. Were you hunting alligators? And there's probably bears and panthers around here too. Alligator turkey near Walt Disney World. The guy is selling it on the side of the road. Oh, yeah. All kinds of jerky's good. I like the jerky. I like meat. Yeah, North Florida's got all sorts of springs. Oh, look. Snaggletooth's on the move. Look, he's doing stuff. He just chomped on the water. Snags, what's going on, buddy? Did he eat something? Texas. I love Texas, Ashley. I will be going to Texas again. I was there last spring. It was amazing. Gator tail tastes like pork chop fried in fish grease. That is exactly what it tastes like, Fonda. That is a great example. Ooh, where's he going? He's on the move. He's, I think he's hiding his face from the sun. I think his eyes were in the sun. He didn't like it. Yeah, venison. I think venison is too gamey. We might be in New York this summer. Actually, we probably will be. Marky Mark's at it again, giving out memberships. Woo woo, you guys. You guys, when Marky Mark's on, you never know what's gonna happen. And this is a great example of the Beach Report community where we have members like Marky Mark gifting memberships to you guys so that we do have a great Beach Report community. So everybody who just got a membership, say thank you. And if you didn't get one now, you might want to hang out because you never know what Mark's going to do next. But I think I'm going to hit 100 members if things keep going the way that they have been. And Mark is not the only one who gifts memberships, so it behooves you to come on to the Beach Report, and you never know who's going to be there unless you get a membership yourself. And they are less than $5 a month, which, you would tip a waitress more than that, right? And our story times are off the hook. Thank you, Two Stroke. Thank you so much. Yay is right. Woo woo! Having a great time on the Beach Report daily. I don't know if you guys realize it, but I don't think that I have even taken off one day in the past month. Thank you so much, Two Stroke, because I show up and you show up. And we show up together. And what you see right now is us working together as a community because we all love the Beach Report. Well, maybe I love it the most, but this is more than just my life. It's your life too. It's a community. And I want you guys to know that I am working on trying to make everything as fun and interesting as I possibly can while I am also a journalist and an author and a publisher. So sometimes oh, look at this. Woo woo, best channel on the tube. Yeah, yeah, woo woo. You're the best. My heart is full. I can't even with you guys. Um, especially this month, I'm becoming a grandmother in May. And I've really been kind of examining my life as I turn 60 years old and I have all these projects that I need to do. And sometimes it's hard because I do this show live every day, but I am realizing that I need more of a kind of a system. And you guys do seem to like it when I schedule my shows. Finally found some shade. when I schedule my shows, I think it makes it easier for you to know when I'm going to be on, but it's harder for me because Jill doesn't really run on a schedule. Yeah, Fahanda, you got a membership. Yay! Oh my gosh, this is so great. Yes, after 7 years, I will be 67. That's true, Cole. How old are you? 12? Anyway, I'm looking forward to that because I think, what is it, 65 maybe when you get to get Social Security money. But I don't get any of that yet. So I don't think you realize your writing is in the 1% because you sound like yourself. Richard, thank you. And Richard's saying this because of a live member show that I just did the other night where I read the things that I have written. And go ahead, talk me up. It's better when you do it than when I do it. No, I do know that I'm in the 1%. That is not lost on me. And I only say that because a lot of the things that I'm reading, I wrote many, many years ago. Like some like 30, 40 years ago. And when I read those things that I wrote so very long ago, some things I just wrote yesterday, and some things I maybe 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, like I said. But when I read those older writings, I am reminded of the way that writing has changed since AI. And I don't think people realize, but we're being trained to expect this sort of robotic delivery of information and even storytelling. And when I read things that I wrote in the long ago past before we even thought about AI, I do hear my own voice coming through very loud and clear. Just kind of, it's like, you know how you have a favorite singer, let's just say Frank Sinatra. And when Frank Sinatra starts singing, you know it's Frank Sinatra because you hear his voice. Now, you maybe don't know the guy down the street who's singing a Sinatra song. You don't know who he is, but you know Frank Sinatra's voice. And people can copy that voice. And that's what's happened with AI. AI is trying to copy the voices, but it can't because it's lumped them all together and talks to us in a way that is uniquely AI. Because that's something you cannot escape, is the way that you sound when you talk. Yeah, just remember it is artificial intelligence, therefore not real. Thank you for pointing that out, Greg. So, yeah, there's nobody behind me. Don't worry about it. Kat, I don't have good teeth for my age. They just look good. This is as good as they're ever gonna look. So I smile as much as I can before they all fall out. I'm missing this one, this one, this one. It is like the most horrible thing that could happen to me because I've always had these teeth and I went through years of orthodontia, which is another reason that I think I'm having problems with my teeth. Having those bands on my teeth as a teenager probably did some damage to them, but they're still looking okay. So I'm just gonna keep on smiling until they all fall out and I have to get fake ones. I enjoyed that reading of yours about Ali, Muhammad Ali, that is. And I have some stories that are actually historical by real people. I've written about famous figures, but also people who weren't famous but have had interesting lives, including moi. So I'm really glad to see you guys coming, my new members being on the membership because it gives me a level, a place where I can read without having to worry about a bunch of trolls and people just hating on me and saying, inappropriate things. Sometimes it throws me off my game because I am a real person. So thank you, Mark. I am most concerned about the beauty that reflects from my faith in God. That's the kind of beauty that I have. It's not and a confidence, and the confidence is that I am so loved by my Lord. That's what gives me the confidence to stand in front of you and weather anything that anyone might say to me, and maybe point out to the person who says these horrible things how inappropriate it is and how it really just shows us who you are, because it's not about me at all. Hi, Chip. Yes, stay focused. Stay focused. That's like the best thing to say to me, Chip. He who has a why to live can bears almost anyhow. Wow, that's so good, Just. Oh my God, I love you guys. You're so amazing. And we are always having such a great time here on the Beach Report. We learn so much, and you never know what you're going to see. And what's behind me is a cute little crow. Hello. Hello, crow. Did you know that crows are way smarter than we give them credit? And that crow behind me is not a coincidence. In fact, those crows probably remember me from being here before. That's how crows are. They literally know everybody who comes here. So that crow is my friend. God is good all the time, Blake. Don't you know it? They have to have respect for themselves before they can respect others. That's so true, Fred. And whenever we see anybody with a really bad attitude, all we really can do is pray for them and hope that they do eventually learn that they are loved by the Lord and they need to behave that way. Treat your neighbor as you would treat yourself. It's a real thing. Isn't it so beautiful here? That's right, a group of crows is called a murder. That's so true. So amazing. Wow, you guys. Yeah, Pahanda's taking care. And those of you who did just become members, if you want to be a moderator, and Marky Mark will start the block party in 3, 2, 1. But if you want to be a moderator, just let me know. If you have a membership, you can be a moderator because then I know that you care and you're doing it for the right reasons. But you have to also be aware that being a moderator is a big responsibility. And if I notice that you are abusing the responsibility, you will be removed as a moderator because I know everything. I know everyone who's watching, and I know everyone who supports the Beach Report, and everyone who is trying to sink it. Hello, God's watching. God's watching this flat earth. Gosh. And I love your names. You guys are so amazing. Yeah, Errol, don't swim in the lake. The gators will get you. And watch what you say because the gators will get you then too. Everybody saw Snaggletooth. He's a real gator. Yes, God is watching. I love that because it's so true. He's watching everything you do. So you might want to think about your everlasting life when you open your mouth and the way that you live. Anyway, I was talking about a schedule. It's really hard for me to do schedules, but I do promise you this. I will show up every day for you as I have for I don't remember the last time I took a day off. And I do need a day off sometimes, so when I do, I'll try to give you a heads up because I do realize that in a lot of ways, the Beach Report is your refuge from the craziness in the world. And sometimes we talk about the craziness in the world, and I think that's important too because not everybody understands what's going on, except the fact. Thank you, Alex. This is Lake Okeechobee. But here's the fact: God is watching, and we are in God's hands. And that makes me think of a song. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the mamas and the papas in his hands. He's got the mamas and the papas in his hands. He's got the mamas and the papas in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Sing it with me. He's got the little tiny babies in his hands. He's got the little tiny babies. Lacey in his hands. He's got the little tiny babies in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the brothers and the sisters in his hands. He's got the brothers and the sisters in his hands. He's got the brothers and the sisters in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the alligators in his hands. He's got the alligators in his hands. He's got the alligators in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Thank you for supporting the Beach Report. Always amazing when Marky Mark's on the chat. Alligators that don't bite. Well, they all bite. Come on, Alex. Who are we kidding? It's alligators that don't bite you or me. But the Lord's got him in his hands. Ryan's right. All right, you guys. I'm going to go visit my dear friend, Melissa. Thank you so much, Marky Mark. Man, I don't want to get off the chat. Doing well today. Oh my gosh. Yes, in heaven. Do you hear that? The sounds, the birds. Did you know that songbirds are really good for your brain to hear them? Hear that? It's a frequency. It's good for all of us. All right, you have a blessed day too, you guys. I'm gonna go see Melissa and see what fun we can get up to on her farm in the middle of Florida. So maybe I'll see you in a little bit. We'll see what happens. Ciao for now.